Good morning! Welcome to Fitness Fridays with Michael and Tina. I am Tina, and Michael again is not here. Where the hell is Michael?
Oh, Mike.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Right.
Michael is traveling the world still. He is somewhere between Texas and New York. He may even be in New York. No, he may be in Texas. I don't even know. I don't know where he is. But I do think I'm going to be with him next Friday. So stay tuned for that because I have not seen Michael Sena in over a month. I have not seen Michael Sena. Which is why I'm smiling so big today. No, I'm kidding. Hey, absence, great. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I can only hope. Stay tuned next week and find out if that's true. Okay, but I am in one of my most favorite places in Dyer, Indiana. I'm at Element Spa and Retreat with two of my most favorite people, Joe Arrow.
Hello there.
And Christina Hollis. So why is this my favorite place? Well, because I'm here, I don't know, 4 times a week. Yeah. I just come. This is the most. This is in the most perfect location ever because it's right between work and my house. I mean, thank you, Jesus, for that. So I stop in. I don't know. I just stop in. I come in and just get something done for 3-4 times a week. So. Because we're going to tell you there's all kinds of things to get done here at Elements, but what we're talking about very specifically this morning are all the tremendous health benefits of massage therapy.
These gifted hands.
Gifted hands. These two right here are straight up healers. Now, Joe and I go way back, probably 8 years, Joe?
Yeah, more or less.
I know Joe 8 years. Christina and I are new friends, but I've already had massage with her twice. And someone asked me how she was, and I said, I don't know because I fell asleep like as soon as I got on the table. No, she's amazing. I'm teasing. I actually did fall asleep though. I think both times though. I mean, she could have left the room. She could have left the room. I don't even know. I may have not even gotten a full massage. I don't even know. She just let me sleep for 90 minutes. God bless. Thank you, Christina. Okay, I'm going to introduce both of them to you individually, and then we are going to talk to all of you about what no one really thinks of massage. Now, I've been in health and fitness for 24 years, as you all know, and nobody really thinks about massage as a necessity, but more as a luxury, which it absolutely is. But it certainly is. But we want everyone to understand it truly is a necessity, especially if you are into your health, and if you are working out, if you are active in any capacity, not just exercise per se, but if you're an active mom, if you're an active dad, if you're coaching softball, baseball, if you're the baseball coach, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs massage therapy, and we're going to explain why. But I'm going to introduce you Joe Arrow first. Joe, tell me, how long have you been a massage therapist? Or tell everybody, how long have you been a massage therapist?
I have been a therapist for a little over 7 years at this point, and it kind of feels like I just got out of school yesterday. I kind of feel like that's exactly how much I love it because it doesn't feel like work. I get an opportunity to help people out, especially if they have a lot of chronic pain. If they're coming in just to relax and get away from the family, I mean, you name it, I pretty much try to provide it for them.
Right.
And I got into it because
I was going to ask, why did you start? Yeah.
Thanks for that pre-question.
Yeah.
It started out when I was in high school. My younger brother and my mom, we were in a minor car accident, and thankfully everyone walked away. Yeah. But we had gone to chiropractors and everything, and it didn't seem to help my mom's back, and she was doing CNA work at the time. And nothing was helping. So whenever I was done with homework, I would just sit her down in a chair and I would just work on her back, sometimes for just a couple of hours. That's the only thing that got her range of motion.
That was when you had no massage therapy experience. That was just your natural instinct
I just saw that my mom was in pain,
and you wanted to help her out. Yeah. Great story. So and then that's what brought you in. And then
great story.
I like that you guys put me in a spinny chair so I can just this is cool. So now, Chris, to you. So Christina, you've been massage therapist for a lot longer.
Since 2007.
Even though she's only 28 years old. So since 2007. So what is it, 18?
A little over 12 years.
12 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so what got me into it, because everyone that is probably watching this knows that I've been in sports my whole life.
Okay.
I did choose to become a medical assistant before this.
Okay.
But I always wanted to be a physical therapist.
Yeah.
And so it was later on, I was married, 2 kids, and then a physical therapist told me become a massage therapist. It's the
I
best,
know. I think this is a great story. So the very industry you were going into, or the
it gives
career,
me the chills just thinking about
the career path you were taking. That person in that career said you should
it's
massage.
quicker for schooling. It's faster money. It's the same.
And it's
but
also
different.
it's a necessary
Absolutely.
therapy.
I mean, we all know as life, you don't even have to be in fitness or whatever to have those knots or your back
Oh,
hurting.
so I'm trying to say to people.
Sedentary
We're taking
lifestyle.
questions too. I'm about to
Yes.
ask a bunch of them, but we are taking questions. Okay.
It's just it's so good for you.
Right. So
Absolutely.
right off the top of my head, I'm just gonna go back so you guys can see me, but then I gotta come this way to answer questions. Ask us some questions. Here's what I know. Just a few things off the top of my head about the tremendous health benefits and what it's helped me with. I mean, anxiety and stress, y'all, to come in and get a massage for something like that. For fibromyalgia. For fibromyalgia, anything like that. For lymphatic drainage, also great. And the best one is if anybody's having digestive issues.
Oh, yeah.
So like irritable bowel, anything like that. Getting that massage, serotonin's a big one. Chris wants to talk about that. So, Joe, tell us in your opinion. Those are just the ones I know, and those very specifically, not fibromyalgia so much, but definitely for irritable bowel and for stress. It's helped me tremendously, and obviously as an athlete, to release all my fascia from all the jammed up muscles. It's been tremendous. But tell me what. Now, you guys, there's a million. I think people get confused because there's a million kinds of massages. So first, it's like, let's talk about what are the different types and how would I know which type I would want or I would need.
Which type fits for you?
Yes.
First of all, thank you for that question.
Yes.
There are quite a few of them. We do have the typical standards. We have Swedish massage, we have deep tissue, we have hot stone, we have chair massage, shiatsu. For anyone who's coming in for a massage for the very first time, we do typically recommend Swedish massage because it allows both us and yourself to start getting used to how your body is going to feel on that table.
Right, okay.
Like when you do come in with knots and everything, you don't know typically how stressful they're going to be or how tight they're going to be, how painful they're going to be. So it's more of an introductory phase into getting an idea of what your body is going to need.
Okay.
We also offer sports therapy massage where someone like you who's an athlete with stretching is going to be beyond fantastic. Again, parents out there who want to keep up with their kids, but you need to be vigorous, you need to be active. That's typically what we offer for people. So we recommend you come in for a consultation, sit down and talk to us about what your ailments are, what your problems are.
And we will talk to you. I mean, don't hesitate.
Now, do you need them all? I love that, first of all, that you do a free consultation for a massage. Now, can they do that over the phone?
Oh, yes.
Or
they
can't do that over the phone. So, because I know everybody right now is going, okay, now I got to go for a consultation. I'm already going around the kids. So call them. They'll take just a few minutes on the phone with you to kind of get to know you over the phone. Because I feel like people have a lot of fear and trepidation about a massage.
That's what, although you might have those, fears and everything about massage, and you can call, we do recommend though coming in sometimes because we
can see you can see it. You can see
more
each other.
visual. Like, okay, if you say my shoulder is hurting, okay, well, what part of your shoulder? Or my back is hurting. Well, is it thoracic? Is it lumbar? Is it cervical?
Right.
Is it the medial part, the lateral part?
And they can show you. They can physically show you.
We can,
or can you they can FaceTime you. You can FaceTime them too. They can show you. Just in case, girl. I know these moms out there are going, I don't got time for all this. Facetime them. They'll give you a free consultation that way.
Bring the kids with
Bring the kids. Wait, tell me, so Christina, what do you think are people's what do you think's keeping them from not coming in?
There are a lot of people that are afraid that we're gonna be too hard.
Yeah,
and we're not.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be painful.
We have been doing this so long. We still wouldn't be doing it if people were getting hurt.
Right. Agreed.
So we know when to let loose, or if you want harder, you want softer, whatever, we will do it for you. It's just we want you to feel
how about
better.
you guys? You gotta trust them. It's like people going, I don't want to work out, Tina, with you. I'm gonna die. First of all, no one's died on my watch in a workout. I don't kill nobody. So it's the same thing. We know that initial fear and trepidation of. You just don't of the unknown. I don't know how it's gonna feel. I don't know how they're gonna be. They let them meet them. Let them talk to you. They have been so tremendous. They talk you through it. They'll talk to you beforehand. Even if you can't get here for the consultation beforehand, you just come in for the massage. They will still take the time to talk with you before anybody is anybody touching anybody.
Because
and water's key, guys.
Yes, lots of hydration before you come in.
And plus, there's like a difference between like hurt and good pain. It's like like working out.
Like working out.
Definitely, you're gonna feel some sort of soreness because this is muscle manipulation.
Yes.
So your body again may not be used to that, but
blood
that doesn't
circulation.
Right, exactly. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not gonna get better after a while, like after a couple of days.
Exactly. So don't be afraid.
With self-maintenance.
Right. Don't be, and that's another good point we're going to talk about. But don't be afraid to come in, because so we think that because you think you're going to get hurt. You're not going to get hurt, but like Joe just said, you may have some soreness, just like when you go for your first workout.
Sure.
You may have a little muscle soreness, but they have the knowledge. They know your body as soon as they get on you. They can read and feel what you need. Yes. So trust them that they know what they're doing when they're touching you.
Like I want to talk about too is this half-hour massages. We do half-hour massages.
That's good.
So summer's here. If you need to just get away from the kids because they're out of school. Everyone has knots. Come on, we're all looking at our phones. Our heads are down. Everyone's upper back. Come on, half hour. You feel so much better.
Yeah.
Especially living a sedentary lifestyle. I mean, like again, like we said, you're the athlete and everything like that, so your body hurts too. But we do typically feel like if you're in an office setting, I don't stand up much, I don't do a whole lot. How will I benefit from
they don't need a massage.
Exactly.
You need it the most.
You can't tell me your low back.
Sitting at a computer screen, even talking about the muscles back here, your suboccipitals, that can cause headaches if you're staring at a screen too long.
Well, let me just ask this to Chris, only because she's been a few more years than you, Joe. Okay. Have you noticed that more, Chris, over the years now as technology is developing? Do you see that even more now in the thoracic?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's the turtleneck you're calling it?
I call it the turtleneck.
Okay, so
no one leaves my room without getting their neck stretched.
Yeah.
So I traction it, I stretch it because you need it. I mean,
honestly, my God, it's unbelievable.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah, so Joe makes a great point. It's the people sitting down all day too that need it.
Because it's all about posture.
Yep, so it's all about posture. So, okay, and then what are some other health benefits that you would say? Would you say for even mental therapy?
I would definitely say. I'm going to touch back on that. But first thing that I love is working on people who have chronic pain. Because I've always been a meticulous therapist, so that's where deep tissue comes in for me, working on trigger point. But one of the benefits that really helped me with massage outside of that is the mental aspect of it. I've had people come in where they've been dealing with claustrophobia, they've been dealing with anxiety issues, or they just need to get away from the world, insomnia. And people have told me, like, massage is the only thing that helped me relax.
To relax.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's so
fantastic. After I give a massage, I feel like
you feel better too.
Yes, it's therapy.
After you give one.
Yep.
After you give one.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's energy.
Well, because you know what, I was just going to say, you know what you're doing energetically for your client.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, so that's great. And then, Chris, how would I know? When I come in and you say, are we doing deep tissue? I've always gotten a little, me personally, when I first started getting massages, I used to get a little intimidated. I was like, they're like, what do you want? I was like, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, I don't know. What is the difference between well, Joe just kind of explained to us Swedish, if you're just coming on. Swedish is more kind of that intro massage. All right, it's a little bit, but then deep tissue, hot stone, how do I know what?
Well, that's a good question, and thank you so much for asking this, because people will like sign up for a Swedish, which relaxation, all that, but then they'll come in and they have all these knots and they want those worked on. So basically, that is a more therapeutic massage.
Okay.
The
Swedish is a more therapeutic.
Right.
Because when you call to make your appointment, they do ask you ahead of time, right? Like, what do you want? So most people just quote that. They want a Swedish or a deep tissue, and they really don't even know what they're signing up for.
Right.
Okay. So then once you get them, you kind of can determine again in that little consult you do, because they do have you fill out a form, by the way, of just a really quick one of medical history and things like that. So you kind of get a flavor and a feel for the people then. But then how will you determine if they signed up for Swedish, but now you're
if they are in this room and then they're like, okay, that please harder, knots, so it's like, okay, so now we're turning it into more of a deep tissue massage.
Okay.
So, and it's hard because,
Because again, I think we go based on what their main area of concern is.
Right.
Like, are they coming in for a chronic issue? Have you been dealing with a back problem, say, for 3 years and you don't know what you can do about it? Versus, oh, well, I woke up out of bed and I twisted my neck, the wrong way. An acute issue versus something that, has been building up until this point. So I feel like, again, like even if you do have a chronic issue, that doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't in the realm for getting a Swedish massage, because you can get relaxed from something simple, something light.
Sure.
But the deep tissue, that focuses more on getting onto deeper layers.
Actual pain.
Right, exactly.
People that are in actual pain.
Actual
right?
pain, yes.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like it's going away from just typical stretches or anything.
Now, can you all call someone? So say you see that there's someone booked an appointment with y'all. Can you call them ahead of time and just go, hey, this is Joe or Christina. I see that you booked for a Swedish. Can I just ask you, can you ask them ahead of time so you can maybe determine before they get in? Is that something you
or even before they get in the
ever
room.
do?
Right.
Or just before they get in the room in case you got to switch that service out?
Right.
What do I want hot stone for? What are the benefits of hot stone massage?
Well, first of all, that really gets into the muscle. Really.
That's really for muscle.
Yeah.
That helps.
Okay.
Of course.
It really is, and I just think it's so beneficial because that stone is nice and warm. When we're elongating,
it makes
that
the muscle more pliable.
Yes.
The heat will make the muscle more pliable.
And then how relaxed you feel. Oh my gosh.
After the hot stone.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'll admit that I'm a lot more biased against the stones because
Joe don't like stones. Get heated up in here.
It's not that I dislike them, but
heated in the hot stone conversation.
That's because I'm definitely
I'm
I'm far more in tune with feeling the knots and everything like that with my hands.
You like the hands-on versus the stone.
I prefer manual therapy, but I can't lie. The stones, they do a better job
as
far as
retaining
heat.
Right.
And they improve circulation much faster. If you're coming in for a hot stone massage,
because you actually physically use the stone to massage.
The stones, but we still use our hands and everything.
Yeah, of course.
So, So it's definitely a thing.
Okay, so then what was? I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and as for the hot stones too, there is that misconception that we leave the stones on the actual body. That's definitely a big no-no. You move the stones along. If we do place them on the body, we put a towel as a barrier first. But the stones never stay on the skin.
Okay, gotcha. What was the other one that you mentioned? We did Swedish deep tissue, hot stone, and you mentioned one other one.
Sports therapy, maybe?
Sports therapy?
Yeah. I know I probably mentioned off quite a few.
You did.
Definitely
sports therapy. So that's...
Shiatsu.
That was the other one we talked about. So let's talk about... I'm going to give Chris sports therapy because she's a former athlete.
I want to bring up too is like for people that are walkers, runners. We do stretch.
Yes, I just had a phenomenal stretch with Christina. The other day. She was
really stretch. We'll stretch.
Now, do you incorporate that naturally? Like, typically, do you just already incorporate that, or do you let the clients ask you for it?
That's the hardest part for me is because when someone is totally relaxed on this table, the last thing they want is you to start tugging.
Okay.
On their legs and their arms, and because they're.
I love that though.
Yeah. So ask. I mean, this is your room for that hour or whatever you booked. You tell us what you want.
Yes, that's key, y'all, because it is okay to tell them, what do you want? Do I have... Joe has magic hands. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Any other questions? Start throwing them out. I'm trying to ask them all, guys. But so she makes a great point, and we talked about this earlier in the segment as well. Whatever questions you have, ask them. It is a rule of thumb that for some people that we don't talk during massage. If you try to talk before massage, you try to just get those questions out of the way before massage, and then relax. So because it does relax the muscles. Now, isn't that true though? And do a lot of people come in even extra tense because they're nervous about the service? They're nervous about the service. I just made a rhyme. I just made a rhyme there. I know, but they're nervous about the service, so they're kind of.
And that's the very reason why, going back to the mental aspect that you were talking about, like the benefits of it, I do recommend if you are a natural talker or if you're nervous, get on the table and chew our ear off because talking can be cathartic. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to talk. If you want to come in and you want to be silent, by all means, we're comfortable with that.
Right, but you allow talking. Talking's allowed. Thank God.
It is okay.
Thank you for me.
Yes, you can't talk.
and you know, it doesn't have to be for the whole duration. It's just to get outside of your own head. Because sometimes, again, if
this is therapy.
If that's gonna relax, sometimes
Absolutely.
the talking actually relaxes people too.
Yes.
Because
it might be nervousness, you're a type of personality. You might just have a lot of energy built up, and to have someone lie down here for an hour and a half, that's a lot to ask of someone. And so their minds are typically just running. So I usually tell them, get on the table, ask questions. It might be a little philosophical, it could be funny, it could be anything, but you're still getting worked on. And that's what I love about Christina, because it doesn't deter away from the type of work that we do. We can hold a conversation with you and still get our job done.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And most people, I find too, that once they get to know you, they'll talk for the maybe first 20 minutes, and then they start to relax.
Absolutely.
And,
Okay.
melt on the table.
And let's talk about the importance of hydration, which everyone should be drinking, especially now it's summer coming, y'all. We tend to, in the winter, we tend to not drink as much because it's cold. Right. And a lot of people, I drink warm water all the time. Everybody knows this about me.
Yeah,
yes.
No cold.
Yeah, Joe, tell them why. Why no cold
that's
water?
going to constrict the digestive system.
Right.
So it can still be like room temperature.
Of course, it's beneficial to drink water. It doesn't matter. Drink it.
Right. Exactly.
But
half your body weight in ounces.
Half your body weight in ounces of water. But I do feel like in the winter, people drink less because it's cold and they don't want to be cold. You should all start adapting drinking warm water, even all year round. But in the summer, we tend to drink more, but it's so crucial. The body's made up of 80% water. I mean, you got to drink water.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
And why is it so important with massage that they're
because it lubricates the muscles,
muscle pliability,
skin.
It keeps it easier too for circulation.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Working on it.
And I tell people, even in the gym, if you're cramping up 9 times out of 10, you're dehydrated. Yeah. If you're tired. If you're getting tired in the middle of the day, a lot of times it's dehydration. The first thing people say, Tina, I drink water all day. I go, really? Yeah. They go, how much? Well, I've got this one thing that I drink. I drink this all day.
Body weight.
I'm like, you drink just this one thing all day? Just this one big? They think this is huge. It's not. I mean, I'll drink 10 of these today. So you've got to make sure you're drinking water. And that's ultimate. Thank you, Leisha.
And that's part of a self-maintenance plan. It's like, again, like one of the things that I love stressing about massage, just like training or anything, it's not meant to be here forever to be, what's a good word for it? It's not meant to be a substitute for you taking care of yourself.
Right.
This is meant to help you, on your own journey.
This is in part. We should be working out. We should be eating well. And we should be getting massage therapy, which is my next question. How often would you recommend? Let's just say, we'll break it down in categories, but the average Joe, I don't work out a ton, but how often should that person be coming for a massage?
Because what we do face is that someone will come in because their neck, they can't stand it no more. They'll come in, we help them, and then we don't see them for months.
Yep.
Yeah.
But why do you wait so long? Do this in between, to keep up. Right.
Take at least once a month.
Yes.
Right? Wouldn't you say at least once a month? You don't have to be a crazy athlete.
Joe,
once a day. I would agree.
Right.
I would agree. But once a month is for the average person is a great amount, to come in. You should come in for at least that maintenance once a month. If you're like me, I should be coming once a week.
Right.
I teach like 9 spin classes a week. I'm on my feet all day. And I beat my body up, even with mental stress. I'm stressed all the time about the business. I'm stressed all the time about my clients, and taking care of everybody. And I've got my daughter and work and all these things. So even just that stress takes a toll on us. We don't realize. I mean that affects the body in a really big way. So for someone like me who's doing physical and mental stress every day, I should be coming once a week. I should be coming once a week, and I feel when I stay on it now, and I go through spurts, y'all. I mean, I've been like really good, like once a week. I'm on the books, and then you don't see me for months too. It's terrible.
Because of your schedule.
But that's because of my schedule. But that's not an excuse. I always have said to myself, T, you should be making this like as part of your weekly routines every Friday. And it is where I get tripped up.
And we're here to work with your schedule.
Yes.
Right.
I mean,
oh my God. She's already come in twice on her off day to work on me because that's the only time we could get in. So they are tremendous here about that too at Elements. They will work with your schedule. And Joe and Christina very specifically. So we want to say we got about 5 minutes. So what else do we want to make sure that we make a point for? So once a month. if you're more active, if you have more stress, if you have more injuries or more chronic pain.
Even the hamstrings. We have guys. We need to see more guys in here.
Definitely.
Low back pain. Hamstrings need to get worked on.
Yes.
We work well on the low back. We have the CBD clinic.
Yeah, I love CBD.
Pain relief. Which
go ahead and grab one of those.
I can never get these out. Oh, there we go. But yes, CBD. So,
CBD, we love this. So and you do you use this, or does somebody have to ask you for this?
Someone does ask it. Every now and again, we'll offer free samples and everything like that, depending on the time of the month, like when we're gonna have certain specials running and everything. But you're always more than welcome to ask.
Maybe if you book a massage, maybe I'm gonna give you one of these. Maybe I'm gonna give somebody. Maybe I'm gonna give the first 5 people that book. The first 5 people that book from Fitness Fridays. You gotta say Fitness Fridays, I love Tina. No, I'm kidding. Say, I watch Fitness Fridays, and you get one of these. You get one of these from me. Okay, so.
And new clients, 20% off, right?
Yep, 20% off with either of us, or 15% as well. Like if you happen to book with Chris, since she's new, please welcome her to the family. She is beyond phenomenal.
And these are not crazy prices. We're not in the city, so I mean, it does not, get Starbucks or Target off the list this week and come and get a massage.
Right.
I mean,
or those pain pills, put them to the side.
Yes.
Go as natural as you can. It's about promoting for your own health.
Okay, so we want to keep hitting home with that this is definitely something that should be part
and even
of
your children that are in sports, gymnastics, hockey, baseball.
That's what I wanted to touch on. Thank you for saying that. So how young? First of all, can you overdo a massage? Can I, like, if I wanted to come a couple times a week, is there such a thing as like you can overdo?
No, just like when you're hurting, you give it a rest, and then you go back to working out, right?
Right, exactly.
It's about being in tune with your body, because again, you can't overwork your body in the gym. So it can be the same with massage, but it's about staying in communication with us. Letting us know how you feel, and it doesn't have to necessarily be the exact same spot. So if you come in, say on Monday for your lower back, then on Thursday you can come in just for your legs.
I love that. Yes, that's great too.
I mean, how about it, Joe?
Just focus on one body part.
Oh yeah, you start working on someone, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a problem.
Right. That's cool.
That's how I typically recommend, if you can, come in for an hour and a half, because an hour is good and it's standard.
Gotta do 90 minutes.
It's never enough time, honestly.
It's not.
That's why coming in as often as you can allows your body to not have to rebuild all of that stress up, and then we're starting from scratch again.
So I like that you just said, so just like you can have a personal trainer, you can call anytime with any questions or text me, you can have a personal massage therapist. These guys will stay in contact with you, and as you should. Here's what's happening with me since I left Joe. What do you think? Should I come back in, or should I schedule again next week, or I scheduled next month, but should I come in? And that, I'm going to say, is another thing I'm going to recommend y'all do. Get it in the books. As soon as you leave from this one, schedule your next one right now. I don't care if it's a week out, a month out, or whatever. Schedule it now. It's already in your book. If, God forbid, schedule changes, you just changed the appointment. But get that in the books now, because then you already are putting it in your brain that you're gonna do this again.
Right. It's discipline.
It's discipline and it's habit. We want to create that habit.
Like Larry, I'm booking one. Just do it. Just do
it.
Yeah.
Do it. They're here for you guys to ask questions. Call. This is such a beautiful salon, y'all. What they've done here, if you have not been, again, Elements Spa and Retreat, it's in Dyer. I put all the information on the screen for everybody. And after your massage, you can go get your hair done, and you get your eyelashes done, and you get your nails, and you get a pedicure. I've been here for hours, right? I mean, I've been here for like 4 or 5 hours,
still here.
2-3 times a week. So they truly have, they become my family here.
Yeah.
So, but I want to highly recommend that you call Joseph or Christina, that you can find them on Facebook. You can contact them at the salon, right? Everybody's on Facebook. You can find them on social. We'll put their names up on the screen as well. So I want to thank both of you so very much for having us. Coming in. I want to remind everybody, you book, you get 20% off. And that's all the time. So just book it and do it. And then I'm going to give the first 5 people that book. You all got to track this. I just gave them some work to do. We're going to give you a CBD
and that cream is awesome.
Clinic massage cream. We love this. It's pain
gosh,
relief.
Yep.
So everybody have an amazing, wonderful weekend. Happy Friday again.
Happy
Health
Friday.
and happiness. Love y'all. And we'll see you next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.